So here I am. I cut off almost all of my hair. I shaved my eyebrows. And I am turning 30 and I am also turning vegan. And I kind of am really, this is like a really big decision and life jump in my life, but I feel like it's something that I really need to make because well I when I was 6 years old, my mom got me a fur coat and it was real rabbit fur, and I could not handle it. I started bawling my eyes out and crying, and I absolutely freaked out when I found out that it was from like a real rabbit. And that's kind of where the ball started getting rolling. I started like noticing when something was an animal and kind of freaking out. And it didn't really sink in though fully. Like still, like when I got older, it still didn't really sink in because my family like were into hunting sometimes and fishing. Not my mom or my dad, but like my extended family, I guess, growing up. And my great grandfather, who used to be like the glue that held the family together, he grew up on a farm and whatnot. So, yeah, it was just stuff like that. But when I was 9 years old, I attempted to try and become a vegetarian. And I would have did it too if my great grandmother hadn't convinced me that pepperoni was not meat, which it is. I know that now. Everybody knows that. I don't know why I blanked on it and believed her, but I don't know. And then when I was 13, I got to live with my mom and I got to become a vegetarian. We went to a dog event in town, and the dog event had these people there, and they're giving out resources for becoming a vegetarian and vegan. And I didn't know really, well, the paper said what vegan was, but I had wanted to be a vegetarian. And then I was like, okay, as soon as I'm a vegetarian and I got that down, my next goal is going to be vegan. Now this was when I was 13 and I'm going to be 30. So yeah, it kind of took a really long time. When I was 14, I did get a pair of fake leather boots, and those are like my favorite boots, and I really love telling people that they were fake leather. At 15, I tried to be vegan and it lasted for a year, but then there was an Indian dish from Amy's Meals. They're a vegetarian meal, and when I tried them, I didn't like the mata paneer at first, but I liked the garbanzo beans, the chickpeas in it. So I would buy it, and then I didn't want to just waste it, so I would eat the paneer, but I didn't like it. And but then I started liking it, and I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing that right, to be honest, but anyways. So I started eating that and I started liking that, and it got dairy back into me eating it. And so then when I was 20, it was my 20th birthday. After my 20th birthday, I stopped eating eggs. And that lasted for 8 years. So till I was like 28, turning 29. No, I was 29. Because I would always say it's been 8 years since I've had eggs. So yeah, I was 29 when I started the age I am now, when I started eating dairy and eggs again. And I started eating dairy and eggs again because I started to go to a food drive, and when I would go to the food drive, they they just kind of give me a lot of food. Like there's different types of food drives, and this one didn't like let me choose everything. Like, they gave me options and whatnot. So, yeah, they would just give me that, and I would first give them to other people, but then I couldn't really find people to give them to. And then I started eating them again. And the reason I say dairy again is because when I was 25 through like till I was 29, I was vegan. And so yeah, like my mother had passed away, and like my great grandfather had passed away when I had become a vegetarian. Like, he passed away and I had become and then we had went to the dog thing a year later. I think it was a year later, and then I saw the I got handed a paper that taught me how to be a vegetarian. And so where was I? Oh, yeah. So I decided, like, I just know it was wrong for me to eat dairy and eggs because of the treatment of the animals. So I decided 3 days ago, what is it, 3 days ago, or it's day 4? But I decided a few days ago to start watching vegan documentaries. So I started off watching Earthlings, and yeah, like, a lot of things that I already didn't uh, agree with was shown to me in that, and I was glad I watched it. Though it was really, like, a lot of a lot of stuff that I don't know how to word this right now. My, um, but yeah, I watched it, and I feel like even though it was hard to watch, because Earthlings, the reason I took me 3 days to watch, and then today I've watched Forks Over Knives, another one called Vegucated, and I'm on another documentary. I have a list of them that I'm watching, and so I'm watching, yeah, I'm watching them. And so, yeah, and I'm also trying to keep my voice really low because I know sometimes it can get high pitched and annoying, and a lot of people kind of don't like it. And that's just one less thing to make fun of because I'm not wearing any makeup right now, because I just sort of felt like making the video right now. And so, yeah, I'm excited and nervous because I don't want to say that I'm vegan and then go back to being a vegetarian again. So I'm going vegan, I'm staying vegan, and yeah, the past couple days I've just been looking up cruelty free brands that are also vegan and products that are cruelty free and vegan, because I had gotten a L'Oreal bleach that said it was vegan on the box, but I guess I should have known. I should have known that L'Oreal still tested on animals, or I don't know that. I didn't look it up. I just kind of found out that L'Oreal tested on animals and that they had a product that, I'll just say it like it is. I kind of beat around the bush a lot of stuff, and so I've just been learning about different products, and since I've been a vegetarian, there's a lot that I already know of. Like, I know about Manic Panic and Arctic Fox. This is Arctic Fox Iris Green, and it looks better in different lighting. Tried to do finger waves. This is lifting up though. And and where was I before my neighbor made that noise? Well, I've just been looking. I can use Manic Panic bleach if I want to use a cruelty-free vegan bleach, because I already know that Manic Panic dyes are vegan and whatnot. So that's in a vegan company. So that's exciting that there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have to change because I've been a vegetarian for so long, and only a few things that actually need to change. One of the things that I'm really happy for is that the weather is clearing up and the weather is getting nicer, so I'm able to ride my bicycle to the grocery store. And I have a problem taking the bus to the grocery store because bringing the food back, I have to cross the street and I have to carry all the bags in one run across the street and then to the apartment. It's not like a car where you can just go back and forth with all the groceries. And so, yeah, and hopefully going to the grocery store will help with my anxiety too that I have. It's got, like, ever since the winter came, like, I have been terrified to leave my apartment. Like, the winter came, I stayed in, like, almost all winter, and, yeah, I'm in therapy, though. We're working on that. So, yeah, I'm seeing a psychiatrist, actually, and we're talking about that for my anxiety. So yeah, hopefully going, now that the snow is gone, going to the grocery store to get stuff and not just relying on the dollar stores and gas station will be easier to get vegan food, of course. And also trying to use Instacart as much as I can.